Hello everyone and welcome back to the Mangle Nerdy channel. I'm Miss Mangle and today we are reviewing the Death Note 2017 Netflix movie. Okay guys, so I did a Twitter poll to see the top two movies that I will be reviewing this week, and the two were the Death Note movie and The Dark Crystal. Guys, a lot of you guys said in the comments in the Twitter poll that I would be kind of like about this film, and you guys were kind of right. But anyways, guys, if you have not seen this movie, I recommend that you please skip ahead towards the end for my final thoughts on this movie. That way you guys do not get spoiled, because I want you guys to kind of have the same reaction as I do. But anyways, without further ado, guys, let's get to reviewing this, shall we? This 2017 Netflix film is loosely based on the anime of the same name that ran from 2006 to 2007. This film was directed by Adam Wingard. Wingard has directed such films as the 2011 You're Next and the 2014 film The Guest. He directs a lot of horror films and is usually known for horror films, so this film kind of has that horror-esque type feel to the setting of this film. This cast includes Nat Wolff as Light Turner. Nat has played in such films as The Fault in Our Stars and Paper Towers. Next in this cast is Margaret Qualley as Mia, Light Turner's love interest in the film. Margaret has played in such films as the 2019 film Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and The Nice Guys. Another amazing actor in this cast is William Dafoe as the voice of Ryuk. Dafoe has played in such movies as the 2002 Spider-Man, Aquaman, and the 1986 film Platoon, and many more great hits. Then we have in this cast Jason Liles as the actor who wore the prosthetics of Ryuk. Liles has played in such movies as the 2018 film Rampage and A Late Man. Liles is known for his CGI and prosthetic work. Next we have in this cast is Lakeith Stanfield as Elle. Lakeith has played in such films as Get Out and The Girl with the Spider Tattoo. And finally in this cast, we have Shea Wingham as Jason Turner, Light Turner's father. Wingham has played in such films as King Kong Skull Island, Fast and the Furious, the 2009 film, Wolf on Wall Street, and the series Boardwalk Empire. And now to the summary of this film. Like I said before, guys, spoiler warning. If you have not already seen this film, please skip ahead towards the end for my final thoughts. I don't want you guys to be spoiled on anything. But without further ado, let's get into this summary, shall we? Light Turner, a high school student, was sitting outside the courtyard of his high school when he discovers a book that mysteriously falls from the sky. Then, out of nowhere, the sky starts to downpour as he's heading back to class. As he's heading back, he sees a boy getting bullied, and a girl named Mia steps in to help the kid that's getting bullied. The bully pushes Mia. That's when Light steps in and gets knocked out. When he comes to and is fully awake, he gets in trouble for several copies of exams in his bag. He gets caught and gets sent to detention. There, in detention, he gets the Death Note out of his bag, and that's when he sees Ryuk, a death god who is the keeper of the Death Note. He shows Light the bullies outside, who beat him up and tell tells him to write his name on the death note. Light does this and the kid gets killed. After Light heads to his room and is sitting at his desk, he writes the name of his mother's murderer on the death note. Moments later, Light's father gets a call that the man is dead. Light, overjoyed, decides to make it his mission to get the death note to kill murderers. Light gets Mia involved and the killings get started, which causes media attention, which draws in the attention of Elle, a major crimes investigator, to investigate the killer known as Kira, the name which Light nicknamed himself as he punishes the criminals. Now Light has to cover his tracks, and in all the chaos, Mia gets murdered. His father, who is also assigned to the case, eventually, after all the things that happen in the situation, eventually discovers that he is Kira. Okay, my final thoughts on this film, guys. As an anime fan and a fan of the Death Note series, I absolutely hated this. The story didn't at all line up with the anime. It made more of a horror type feel, which that is what Wingard is known for. He's known for more of horror type-esque films, so it didn't really give the lightheartedness like it should have. It made it seem more like it was a B-flick horror movie than an adaptation, if you will. And they also also some of the powers, they left out some of the abilities of the Death Note itself, like the Tashimi eyes, the eyes that you could actually shave off half of your life and be able to get the power to see someone's lifespan and their actual name. I thought that was a really cool ability, and I think that was kind of a missed opportunity that I think would have been really neat in this film. It would have made the film pop a little bit more. And as far as personality goes with some of the characters, like for example, Mia, I just thought that her attitude overall in this film was just kind of more, it just made her seem like she was very standoffish, not really like Misa, which is the counterpart in the actual anime. Misa was more bubbly, outgoing. She was more obsessed with Light. This just made Mia seem kind of like, he's my boyfriend, it's okay. Okay, whatever. Whereas Misa was very like, oh my god, Light all the time. I've got to be around him 24/7. And it was just a cute little, like how they represented Misa in the anime was just a very cute type thing. Also, as for Light's character, he seemed more scared of Ryuk than in the anime. In the anime, he seemed more confident. He used Ryuk more like a tool, like more like an accomplice to what he's doing. He fed off his energy, but yet, he was just very, very confident about what he was doing. As in the movie, Light seems more intimidated. He seems more like, oh my god, this is a curse, not an actual thing. Once he realizes, at first it was okay, but then once they catch on to him, he's like, oh my god, this is more of a curse. Whereas Light was very confident, and he was just like, well, I'm going to calculate my next move, and this is this, and he explained it in the anime. Which I know in the films they don't have enough time to do that. I get that. They kind of just have to cut bits and pieces. I get that. But I could sit here all day, guys, and explain all the differences between the anime and the movie, but as far as this goes, as far as it being an adaptation, that's kind of where it's loosely, I mean very loosely, an adaptation. Like, it's more of just the powers as far as, like, the Death Note itself, if that makes any sense. It's not really even, it's just they use the name and light. That's pretty much it, guys. But as for if the fact that you're not watching this and you're not a diehard fan, it's an okay film. I mean, it's an okay, I wouldn't say it's like a box office type hit, but it's a okay film for like the horror-esque type feel. Not really a full horror movie, but just kind of like, you know, kind of like a thriller. As far as that goes, it's okay. It's not something that I would continuously watch. Now, like I said before, guys, I am a diehard anime fan. I absolutely love the Death Note series. So for me, this was a very disappointing letdown. And I was expecting more. And hopefully, this is also the thing that kills me in adaptations, guys, is that they always seem to play American actors with anime type characters. Like, if you're going to keep authentic, please keep authentic. Like, don't, you know, I know that the Japanese do their films and their takes on things, but guys, come on now. You know, you can hire American Japanese actors to fill in that would be perfect for like the lead role in this and that. And changing the last name, like from Turner to Yagami, from Yagami to Turner, like, really? Like, to make it more American. No, don't do that. Don't completely change the character's name. Don't completely change how the character is written. He is specifically written this way. Now, I'm sorry, this review turned into a rant. But anyways, guys, what are your thoughts on this? Please let me know in the comments below. If you liked it, if you hated it, if you thought it was an okay film. Also, guys, I do requests for these reviews and also my reactions. So if you guys would like to see something be reviewed or reacted to, please let me know in the comments down below, and like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the little bell to get notified of my videos. Anyways, guys, this is Miss Mangle with the Mangle Nerdy channel. You guys be you, be nerdy, have an awesome day. Bye.